Shannon Sharp, Mr. Shannon Sharp. Y'all think I'm just supposed to sit here and believe that Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Primetime, is the greatest corner to ever live, and basically no one could ever be better than him? That's basically what y'all want me to believe, that he's the greatest corner to ever live, and nobody shows proof of anything in the past, in the history, his stats. You could show some highlights of what he did and it looks pretty and whatnot. Yeah, I give him that. But y'all want me to believe he's the greatest player to ever live and the greatest cornerback to ever live and nobody can ever be better than him? Man, get the out of here, man. I'm from Lauderdale. I don't know where everybody else from, but I'm from Lauderdale. We don't get down like that. This ain't about respect. This ain't about big names. I'm simply comparing best seasons. And if you want to talk about T-breaks and technique, I'm telling you what the best technique is for everybody. If you're not T-breaking, you're not getting to the ball faster than anybody else. That's T-breaking. You're probably coming up an inch short because it's a game of inches. T-break is known for a fact the fastest way to break to the ball. This ain't about names. This is about you proving that he is the greatest without telling me what they said, and he's a lockdown corner, and he locked down the field, and he didn't have a safety in the middle field. What? The most interceptions he had in the year is 6 or 7. You understand what I'm saying? I had 6 or 7 interceptions in a year, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. What we talking about here? I'm talking about comparing numbers and comparing stats. I'm gonna make it nice and easy. You can start from my 2006 season to my 2011 season. 5 seasons. I'm gonna put up 5 seasons. You do your research on my 5 seasons, and you can pick any season you prefer from Coach Prime Deion Sanders. His whole career, you can pick many seasons you want against my 5 seasons and do your homework. My 5 seasons against his whole career playing cornerback. Yeah, big talk. This big deuce here.
Asante Samuel and Deion Sanders are having a conversation about football. And you talk about 2 lions having a conversation. But one of them's Mufasa, though. The other one's Scar. Right? And don't get me wrong, in their own right, both of them were very powerful, right? But there's a reason why they got the Hall of Fame. There is no Hall of Very Good. Wow. Now, you can have the conversation between Asante and Deion Sanders when you're talking about technique. I train DBs, right? And by the time I get them there in college and in the league, I don't change anything they do. If you want a T-step, we're going to figure out how to make that efficient. If you're a bicycle guy, we're going to make sure that you don't run in place. Let's just fix that, right? That's a conversation we can have. But let's not stat watch, Asante. Let's not throw rocks at a tank. You were good. You played zone well. You had good eyes, right? But we cut the film on, like, you get cooked. Because your eyes, as good as they were in zone, they were bad in man, right? You could get double moved, right? We understood that. Deion Sanders shifted the power of the entire NFL. Deion Sanders played for one team, covered the other team's Hall of Famer, and won a Super Bowl. So the other team said, how do we beat that team? We can't get their quarterback. Let's go get the next best thing. Let's go get Deion Sanders. And then he went to the other team and covered the other Hall of Famer and won a Super Bowl with them. Yeah. And then, just when he got bored, he played offense. Before that, he was the best returner in football. And so I don't believe that the way you play in a career should preclude you from being able to have conversations about technique. But if Troy said something preposterous, I would text him and be like, TP, you know that's not right. Because intellectually, I could have that conversation with him. If Ed Reed said that, if Ronnie Lott said that, if Sean, God rest his soul, was here to say that, I'd be like, guys, like that's not right. But what I ain't gonna do is say, hey, let's pull out the film and look at these stats, and I'm gonna say that I'm as good as you were ever. Because that's not true, Asante Samuel. It's not a conversation. You are not in that conversation. Before you get in that conversation, it's a lot of people from your time playing in the league that's in that conversation more than you're in that conversation.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So first of all, I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into my channel. I appreciate y'all. And the clip I do show y'all, that was Asante Samuel and also Ryan Clark. And right now, Asante, he's been getting a lot of viral videos lately because he's been talking about Coach Prime because they've been going back and forth. And now Ryan Clark, he's coming to rescue, according to Asante. And here's what Asante Samuel said to Ryan Clark: "Uncle Tom to rescue." And this comes after Ryan Clark, he tweeted, "Asante Samuel was a very good football player, but there is no Hall of Fame very good, quote unquote. He can have all the technique conversations he wants, with Deion Sanders, but do not throw rocks at tanks. You can pull up all the stats you want, but who's better of these?" So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.